right, what's going on, everybody? So today we got to talk about the price prediction for Solana for 2025 because, believe it or not, it's almost here. It's coming. The bull cycle is literally here, but now the next cycle in this cycle is going to be coming up very soon. So the next rise up is going to bring us even higher here inside of Solana and everything else. So what we're going to talk about today is what are we going to end up reaching? Are we going to end up reaching 200, 300, 400, 500? We're going to talk about that. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight into it. So as you can see right here, we are at $193 currently inside of Solana. That's pretty good. At the height of our previous run, you can see all the way down here, $293.31. We are a whole $100 below that, which actually puts us at a very good position to make some very good gains. Even just getting back up to the previous highs, you can still get some pretty nice gains off of that alone. So this is actually a very, very good opportunity for people who missed the opportunity to get in at these high levels up here. Well, to get out at the high levels is really what I meant to say. But let's just kind of scale it back a little bit. Let's take the $293.31 from the all-time high and let's multiply that by the circulating supply, and that is going to give us our market cap. So this is the circulating supply of Solana multiplied by $293.31. So at the peak, so far, Solana has seen $143 billion in market cap. It's at $94 billion right now. So this is actually very, very important to notice because let's say you have $10,000 and you wanted to go into Solana right now. All right, so you have $10,000, you put it in at $193.51. And by the way, we're going to do a technical analysis at the end of this video, so stick around to the end. So $193.51, that is 51.67 Solana. So let's say we get back up to our previous all-time high at 293.31. That's your $10,000 going to $15,000 just for it going to its previous all-time high. I'm going to give you my price prediction for Solana, and I'm going to talk about where we can get to on the low end, where we can get to on the medium end in the middle, and where we can get to on the high end of things. So on a low end, things don't really work out for Solana in the whole overall market the way we want it to this cycle, but it still goes up. The medium end, it pretty much happens like how we expect, but not as bullish as some people thought. And then on a high end, as far as your eyes can see, bullish more than anything else. So first things first, let's talk about the low end of things. So we already know that we reached $293 Solana. So let's go ahead and say, Solana maybe $500, right? Let's say Solana gets to $500. So if you want to find out how much that would be with the circulating supply, all you got to do is multiply that by the circulating supply. That gives you a 244 billion market cap. Mind you, we already reached like $143 billion market cap. So $244 billion market cap is not that far-fetched. So honestly, I'm willing to say, like, on the low end, like, things don't go inside of all crypto's direction. Like, people are like not as bullish as we thought that we would be on this cycle, and this cycle just not completely disappoints, but it kind of disappoints. It would be a $244 billion market cap. I say at the very lowest we see $500 Solana at the very lowest. All right, and that's not even my main prediction what I believe we'll reach, but that is at the very lowest what I think it could get to at the very, very lowest. Now that's cool, right? That's a cool amount of money. I mean, let's say again, $10,000 divided by 193.51 gives you 51.67 Solana multiplied by $500. That gives you $25,838 from your $10,000. So, I mean, that's still pretty good. So, anyways, that's like on the low end of things. So, let's just go ahead and say you have a better price prediction than that. Let's take it all the way up to $1,000, right? Well, if you take $1,000 right here and you multiply that by the circulating supply, you get $488 billion in market cap. This is what I think the average play for Solana is this bull run. On average, I think $1,000 is going to be reachable at $488 billion market cap. I don't think it's the most that it could do, but on average, I think this is where you should really keep your eyes out for. You should really look out for $1,000 for Solana. So I think it could go above that as well. But I think this is the price that people should really look at and think about as something that's more realistic. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but this is just a more realistic price point for me. So again, you can take your $10,000, divide that by our current price, 193.51, gives you 51.67 coins, multiplied by 1,000 because that's how much it will be per coin, and that brings you to a $51,676. All right, that's pretty good. That's decent. You're going from $10,000 to $51,000, and it could actually get way above $1,000. You don't know how far this could take you. So I think this is still a good prediction, $1,000. Now let's say at the very most for Solana, at the very most. All right, we're just gonna first throw a number out there just to see if this is a good number. So we're gonna take the circulating supply, multiply it by, let's say, 1,500. 732 billion market cap. You also have to think about Ethereum. You also have to think about Bitcoin. Solana is probably not going to overthrow Ethereum. I mean, it could quite possibly do it, but I don't think it's going to do it anytime soon. It'll definitely overthrow BNB, but Ethereum will probably be in the trillions. So if, hypothetically speaking, Ethereum gets to like 1 trillion or 1.2 trillion, I don't think it's too far fetched to say that Solana could reach 732 billion. Like, that's actually pretty crazy of a market cap. But I mean, if Ethereum's in the trillions and Bitcoin's at like 5 trillion, why can't Solana do 732 billion? Now, not saying that it's going to reach this, but it's a possibility that we could have, at the very most bullish scenario, that this could actually happen. But let's say you had, again, $10,000, and we already know 51.76, but let's just go ahead and do the math problem anyway. $10,000 divided by $193.51 gives you 51.67 coins, multiplied by $1,500 per coin, $77,515. So you can turn 10,000 into 77,000 at the very most bullish of situations. Now, some people are actually saying $2,000 Solana. Now, I don't know if I'm going to push it that far to say that Solana can get to $2,000, but if Solana gets to $2,000, then you're looking at 976 billion in market cap. It'll go a little bit above that. So you're really looking at 1 trillion in market cap. Like, that's actually crazy. And then to take it a step further, and we're just gonna go ahead and put the amount of coins right here because I remember it. But anyways, you can go ahead and take and multiply $10,000 worth of Solana right now by $2,000. That gives you $103,000. So the absolutely most craziest scenario, Solana gets to 1 trillion market cap. Absolutely insane scenario. But what I want to tell you guys is look at how long and how hard it was for Ethereum just to, hold a $324 billion market cap and just to stay there. Like, think about Ethereum and how big Ethereum is and how hard it was for Ethereum to even get all the way up here to 571 billion. I think at this point, Solana is where Ethereum was in 2021. So you see where Ethereum was in 2021. This is where Solana is about to be. And that's why I believe the medium range of approximately about 500 billion market cap is more realistic for Solana. We can't really look at it like a trillion is going to happen right now. Like, that's not, I don't even want to overestimate what we could do right now, because you got to think how far and how long it took for Ethereum to get up here. So I think on average, we can be expecting something like $1,000 Solana. And $1,000 Solana isn't bad. right? It's 488 billion. It's going to get up a little bit more than that. So 500 billion, let's just say that. 500 billion market cap. I mean, you can't really complain with that. And if you think about it, that's a lot of money. That's like what, like $51,000, like off of a $10,000 transaction. Like you put in 10,000 now, and to see like 51,000 at the end of everything, like that's still a lot. It's still not what some people want to hear. I know people want to hear $5,000 Solana, $10,000 Solana. Like I've actually seen people talking about how Solana will reach 10,000 this bull run. Like, are y'all crazy? Like, I mean, Ethereum will reach 10,000, but Solana, I don't know. Like, and Ethereum's gonna barely probably reach it. Probably it's gonna struggle to get to 10,000. And you want to say Solana is gonna get to 10,000? Like, if Solana got to 10,000, that's a 4.8 trillion market cap. That's higher than Bitcoin. Are you really saying that Solana can be priced higher than Bitcoin this bull run? It's not going to happen like that. So I think some people need to kind of scale it back a little bit, be more realistic. Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, is definitely reaching 10,000 this bull run. Ethereum's definitely going to do it, because if you think about it, this is the Ethereum circulating supply multiplied by 10,000, 1.2 trillion. I said it to myself, like I see it going to a trillion, so it can definitely do 1.2 trillion. I definitely see Ethereum passing $1 trillion market cap inside of this bull run. So that is my price prediction for that. Now, as for the technical analysis side of things, even when you take the Solana charts and you do a Fibonacci from the swing high to the swing low, you can still see where it brings you. It brings you up to $1,000. So even when you look at the technicals, it takes you up to $1,000 all the way to the top of this Fibonacci. So it makes sense that $1,000 is going to be that level where you see, Solana getting to and peaking out for this, bull run. So that's what I see for this. Now, as for the short term with Solana, I got some indicators up here for you guys. This is a heavy area of resistance for us. If we are even to get past this resistance here, we have some heavy resistance at about $260. It's very hard for us to get past that. It's a bearish area. We always get rejected there. And you can see we got rejected back here on the 19th. Tried it again and passed it just very briefly, but then went right below it and then got rejected when we tried to get back above it again. So that is an area that Solana does get rejected at a lot. So we got to watch out for that. Now, if we are going to continue on this pattern that you're seeing here, we could be breaking down to the support. So if we go down, the next support for us is like 165, well, really $160. All right, that is a big area of support for us. And you can also see here that we constantly stop at that level. We constantly stop right before there. I mean, so we constantly stop around about $175. And then you can also see down here, we could be hitting $160 if that 175 is broken. This is if we are to go down to the downside. It's pretty obvious, like when you look at all the different factors here. So you can also see some resistance back here around October 24th at the same level. And then we can also see resistance back here when you look around August of last year, because this Fibonacci $160 is very important. Resistance there, resistance there, resistance there. Finally broke past the resistance there, and then used the same resistance as support. So it deems itself true. And then you can also see over here support here, and then you had some resistance here, but then it blew past that. So this is a very good analysis of what Solana is going to be doing in the short term. So what pattern was I talking about? I was talking about this pattern right here. If Solana breaks down on this pattern, right, and it does not break through, right, and this pattern is going to be bearish. If this is a bearish pattern, and typically these patterns, I'm going to be honest, they usually are bearish. Usually patterns like this are bearish. What I see going on right now is us dropping below this, going down to the support, and then building the momentum to keep the bull run going. Because we're still inside of a bull cycle, right? This is just the pullback phase. So when this is like the first major pullback of this cycle. So when we see that, going down to $163, we're probably going to almost immediately bounce right back up and recover and get back above 200. And that's going to be what gives us the momentum to get above that $200 resistance. And then from there, we can make our way back up here to about $258. So about $260. That's what we got to work on getting past. Once we get past $260, then we start this bull cycle again. We start it back up again, because then we can make our way up to $410. So that's going to be interesting, because it's going to be probably a quick rise from about 300. Once we pass $300 up here, it's probably going to end up being a really quick rise up to about $400. So yeah, we really got to pass those levels, but I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to do good. But yeah, this is all I got for you all today. Let me know what you guys think about that. Again, on average, I think Solana is going to reach $1,000 this bull cycle on average. At the very lowest, 500. At the very most, I don't even like saying it, but $2,000. I don't even like saying it because it's not as realistic as 1,000. So I think $1,000 is good for Solana. That's a $500 billion market cap. Let me know what you guys think about this. Hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section. This was actually a video that one of you guys requested, and I even have it written down here on a sticky note, and I have multiple sticky notes and notes written down. So let me know what you guys want me to go over next. A lot of the videos I've been doing lately is because you guys have been requesting it. The Dogecoin video I just now made about the market cap, someone else requested that, so I made that video. And yeah, let me know what you guys want, and then from here, I'll go ahead and make those videos, as long as it's not some random scam coin or just some coin no one cares about at all. It has to be a coin that has some type of relevance. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, and as always, I'll be back with another video.